passes. Item number 2 is to receive and place on file drainage repairs. And today I do have a drainage repair report here. We have Drainage District 57. We have a ditch that is sloughing and we need to replace about 40 foot of outlet. And this is turned in by Chris Dankloff.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move the drainage repairs.
Second. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Item number 3 is to receive approve wage increase for Catherine Palmer to $18.50 per hour, effective October 14, 2014, and Laura Hanna and Lacey Liskan to $18.50 per hour, effective October 21st, 2014, as per the recommendation of Carrie Prescott, Public Health Director.
Mr. Chairman, I move item 3. I'll second.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 4, receive and place on file County Recorder's report of fees collected for period ending September 30, 2014.
Mr. Chairman, I move item 4.
I'll second.
Motion second, any discussion? Auditor, or the recorder care to make any statements? Everything's
Most of
there.
these reflect the state. I'll reiterate that.
She sends all the statements back at Kevin's.
All right. Any comments by the board? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 5 is to receive and place on file manure management plan updates for the Grettenberg Finisher in Section 9 of Dayton Township, and Gray Core Farm and GT Ag Report, both in Section 31 of Colfax Township.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item number 5.
Second.
Motion second. Do you have any discussion on this? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 6, approve and authorize the chair to sign a proposal for a new Caterpillar package generator at Webster County Law Enforcement Center.
Mr. Chairman, I move item 6.
Second. Motion second. Some discussion on this?
Yeah, this is a proposal from Ziegler. As you see, there are 2 separate proposals. One is an amount of $237,482. The other one is for a larger unit for $299,932. In talking to them and in talking to Bemrick Electric, it would be my recommendation that we approve the first package. That one is the one that was bid or talked about in with Mid-America for our usage. The other one they put in there in case we were planning on ever adding large amounts of electric use, which we're not. So,
For clarification, Mr. Leffler, could you tell us what these, what this generator would be supplying power to?
yes. So far in the project, Bemrick Electric, because of timing, has already placed the conduits over the open street over here. What this will do right now, our old generator in there that's at the end of its useful life is in the building, and it generates power in an emergency need for the jail and for the comm center and a couple of places in the building. So it does not generate electricity for the whole building in case of a power outage. This generator is meant to replace that, and it will generate electricity for that whole building, the LEC building. So the police department, the sheriff department, the comm center, and the jail, which are the main areas, will all have power. It also will power the IT department in this building and the boiler in this building. So if we're out for long periods of time, we'll still be able to heat this building adequately. So it's quite an upgrade, I think, to what we need compared to just the bare minimum that's there now. This unit will be placed across the street in the bank building parking lot directly across. We moved it over there because of restrictions from the city not being able to put it behind the building, and it will no longer fit in the space in the building. It's substantially bigger. So, we have all the city approvals, all the variances and permits in place, and like I said, Bemrick has already run, because they're gonna concrete the street, we had to go ahead and have all that done. This is just approving which of these two units we want as far as the generator itself. So I don't know if I need to, since I moved the whole thing, if I need to change my motion for recommending the one.
Well, I think we may want to have a specific price, so perhaps we may need to.
I will, with that said, amend my motion to approve the purchase of the 600 kilowatt generator at a cost of $237,482.
Mr. Danko, you acceptable?
I will second that.
So, we have amended motion.
What's the other generator for the other part? Who's gonna do, is that
This
the second generator?
The second generator is not part of this package.
I know there wasn't, okay, so.
That
We
the
will,
second,
we will be bidding another generator.
Correct. That we may.
Possibly.
Maybe,
Yeah.
for the.
for the public's benefit, this is a we were looking at two separate generators because there may be, we're exploring the possible need of public health being in the bank building now. Their need for generating the bank building. That will be a whole separate project. We have gone to the city and we have the variances and the approval for that, where that one will be located south of the bank building. But right now, I would basically say that one's on hold until we figure out whether that even needs to be done or not. There seems to be some question. So that is not part of any of this at this point in time.
And the reason we needed to have two is because there's two different outlets going into the different buildings at different wattages, they said.
Correct.
And we couldn't use one generator for the whole project, we had to use two, if we do that someday.
Any comments or any questions from the public? Or the public question? Now, there's no other questions. I will call for a vote. All in favor of approving the purchase of the Caterpillar generator for a sum of $237,482 and authorizing the chair to sign the proposal, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 7, approve and authorize the chair to sign proposal for law enforcement center air handling unit retrofit project.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 7.
I'll second.
Motion second. Do we have some explanation on this?
This is a project we've been working with Johnson Controls. Johnson Controls, of course, is under contract with us to provide all the maintenance and upkeep of all of our systems. It basically is a Johnson Controls controlled system over there. What this will do is basically finish one of the parts to the remodel of the LEC, which is replacing the air conditioning and air handling units for that building. They've worked for about 6 or 8 months now looking at the different options. The units now are on the roof, of course, with the new type of refrigerants and those kinds of things that we use. You cannot run them that far, so we're going to end up putting 2 or 3 of these units in the alley, and then one still on the roof. But it's basically a retrofit or redo of all of the air conditioning units for the LEC building itself on this particular one. And with Johnson Controls having all the controls on that, and it's not a case where, like at home, you just throw in a new unit and it has to fit with what's already there. So Johnson Controls has been the only one to bid this project and give this proposal, and it is for a total amount of $332,657, which I believe we had budgeted at the beginning of the year $340,000 for this, so it's just slightly over.
And am I correct in thinking that this is being paid for on the bond proceeds that were
Correct.
issued for the LEC renovation?
That is correct. Actually, both of these proposals, this is coming directly out of the bond. The generator may exceed our amount a little bit, but both of those projects will be coming out of what's left of the bond to remodel that building. It's finishing up along with the courtroom at some point here we'll talk about. Those three were the three remaining things to basically complete the remodel on that. And so these funds will be coming out of a little over $1 million worth of bond that's still there.
And we'll remind the public that those bonds are being paid back by your local option sales tax next January. Correct?
Yeah, that whole project on the LEC was not funded by any property taxes. It was all lost money.
So, do we have any questions from the public on this?
I'd just like to thank Ron for the work he's done the last year on these building maintenance and on these projects here. He took on that project, put a budget together for us at the beginning of the year. We've been following that. That's something we hadn't done since I've been here, so I'd just like to thank Ron for taking this project, generated project, the remodel of the LEC, and kind of spearheading that. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Okay, no other comments? I'll call for a vote. All those in favor of approving and authorizing the chair to sign the proposals for the air handling units, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item number 7 passes. Item number 8 is to approve and authorize the chair to sign a proposal for a courthouse 80-ton chiller replacement project. A little difficult to read.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion we approve item number 8.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion on this?
This project is also part of the long-range plan where with Johnson Controls, just like the other projects, we went through everything and tried to determine getting on a calendar when things needed to be replaced, trying to get ahead of the game a little bit. And this is for the air conditioning chiller unit for this building, the courthouse building, which is again at the end of its life expectancy, and the refrigeration needs to be updated. Like everything today, we need to start looking ahead and complying with some of those regulations. Again, this is a Johnson Controls upgrade to a system that they already maintenance and those kinds of things. This bid for the air conditioning unit on this building is $104,169. This will be coming out of our capital improvement dollars, not the LEC bond money. But that is also sales tax money. So this will not be another property tax increase by any means. We're just using our capital improvements are taken care of primarily through the sales tax. And this will be just one of the other major projects to finish up this fiscal year.
Okay. Questions or comments from the board? Questions or comments from the public? Seeing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor of approving the chiller project, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 9 is to review proposals for removal of snow from the parking lot and sidewalks at 723 First Avenue North, what we know as the bank. We have 3 bids today. You want me to open them up? All right. We have here, I have a bid from Anderson Parking Lot Service. And we're going to read the bottom line is approximate cost for 1 inch of snow is $740. The second bid that I made.
Mr. Chairman, does that include removal, hauling away? I know we had an issue with this once before. I think clarification.
According, there's a form here, and I'll read through all of it, but just, he's got the bottom line there, and we'll see what the others have, and we'll The next bid is from Jordan Castor. And we have a total here, but so since I don't have a total on this one, I will go through the line items on the first one. From Jeff Anderson, we have parking lot snow removal, $225. This is all based on 1 inch of snow. The sidewalk snow removal is $135. Snow removal from the site is $70 per truckload. And we have parking lot and sidewalk sanding, NA. Parking lot and sidewalk salting of $380. And we have cleanup of sand and spraying of NA. Now we have Jordan Castor. His parking lot snow removal is $350. His sidewalk snow removal of $400. Snow removal from site, $85 per truckload. We have parking lot sidewalk sanding of $400. Parking lot sidewalk salting of $800. And cleanup of sand and spring of $950. Third one we have today. Holding construction. I'll read through them again on the line item. We have parking lot snow removal of $150. Sidewalk snow removal of $80. Snow removal from site of $95 per truckload. Parking lot sidewalk sanding of $290. Parking lot sidewalk salting of $450. And cleanup of sand and spring of $550. That's our 3 bids today.
Not after 1 2, so.
I think that probably the best thing that we do is we have a couple of supervisors review and give a recommendation. That's okay.
Yeah, because I think we need to clarify when it's gonna be removed at what point, you know, and every time or not every time. So I think that's a really good idea. Keith has started this, so I would suggest that Keith continue and come back to us with a recommendation.
Okay. So with that, we will move on past item number 10, which is to award approved proposal for removal of snow. Move on to item number 11, which is approve and authorize the chair to sign road crossing agreement with National Gypsum Company along Route P63 of Sampson Avenue between Section 12, Township 89 North, Range 28 West, Cooper Township, and Section 7, Township 89 North, Range 27 West, Colfax Township.
Mr. Chairman, item about 11.
Motion second, do we have any discussion? Jamie, do you have any comments on the road agreement?
No, it's a pretty good agreement. County Attorney's Office went over it. Their lawyers went over it. I have the originals, I can bring up afterwards.
But the engineer's office is good with it.
Yes.
Any other comments from the board? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Item number 12 is to approve and authorize the chair to sign a utility permit, from Mid-America Energy to reconstruct overhead electric transmission line at 2934 Hawkeye Avenue in Section 8, Township 87 North, Range 29, Clay Township.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 12.
I'll second, Mr. Chairman.
A motion second, any discussion, comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Next item on the agenda is the citizens' opportunity to address the board on items that are not on the agenda. So now is the time, for those of you who would like to address the board with anything, please come forward to the podium and state your name and address, and
I'll be first, I guess. My name's Tom Walker, a trustee of District 96. Dale Gerken is our chairman. I've been a trustee for 29 years, and Dale's been one for 35 years. And our concern is this lawsuit that you brought against us on what we're doing with our right-of-way management of our district. 2 years ago, we started this process with under legal advice, with engineers' advice, and working with different contractors on why we need to make our right-of-way 100 feet. These ditch banks are getting steeper, and you gotta be able to feather this dirt out. If you don't, it puts more pressure on the bank and makes them slow. And you can't do it unless you got 100 feet to push that dirt. We went through the process of going to all the landowners that own land in this district. And there's about 15 miles of dredge ditch. I forget how many landowners, but every one of them are in favor of it. And by having this right-of-way established, we don't have to pay damages. If you don't have a right-of-way, you could be subject to damages. And then we went through the hearing, got everything established, and the next thing you know, we're being sued by Webster County. So, I brought our evidence up that shows that what we're legally doing is right. We're going by the Iowa Code, the Drainage Code of Iowa, and it states in there what codes and what sections they are. And what I can't find out from the supervisors is why they're suing us. As a taxpayer, I don't have to pay, what you guys went up so far is about $5,000. We spend about $8,000 defending the Iowa Code of Iowa. And it's hard for me to justify when other partners come to me and want to know what's going on. I cannot answer what you guys are doing. You just say that what I've heard so far is that the lawyer's handling it, the lawyer's handling it. You need to know what your lawyer's doing. I mean, we know what my lawyer's doing, and I'm telling you what we're doing. It's the Code of Iowa. We have legal standing to do this. All of our constituents are in favor of it. But we can't find out what you're doing, and we're paying that bill. That'd be like you hiring a lawyer, sending me the bill, not telling me what's going on. And then say, Tom, you owe so much money. So we have to explain that to these taxpayers down there, and it's a conservative group. And we've been managing that district for I don't know, probably 40 years. They've always been happy with us. We always talk to everybody before we do everything. We explain to them everything we're doing right here. And they're happy with it, and they know why we gotta do it. But then you guys come in and you want to stop it. And I guess I need to know why. And the taxpayers need to know why. You know, they're paying for it. So, I mean.
And Tom, I appreciate you coming out. You called yesterday, and I spoke to Eric, who is representing us. And first of all, I want to clarify, we're appealing your board's decision, and the only way for us to appeal that is to file. You know, I don't want people to think we're just randomly suing you. And Eric said he'd be more than happy to sit down and discuss this some more. And as far as the right-of-way, the easement, we have I don't think anybody has an issue with that.
You don't have any standing there anyway.
Right, yeah, and I don't think, and that's just it. I said that's where we need to sit down and figure out. Again, the attorneys have different opinions than us, and I am more than happy to sit down again and get everybody together, because I think, you know, anything we can do to save expenses on your legal fees and our legal fees absolutely should be done.
You're making us defend the Iowa Code, and right now, Mark, you didn't tell me what he said his reasoning is.
And he says his reason is the property taxes.
Well, where's his background? It says in there you don't have to pay tax.
If it's taken by eminent domain. That's the only thing we could find. And that's, I asked him this morning.
Well, the Iowa Code doesn't say eminent domain.
I don't know. I wish I knew more, Tom. That's why I said, Eric, we all need to sit down there.
So we're going to spend under $10,000. We got a court date for April.
Yeah.
We might spend more than that. And we're just going to show you the Iowa Code. It's been tried and tested. That's only about half the information that we're going to use against you guys. Again, it's all drainage law. So I don't know where he's getting his information.
You know, and again, like I said, I'll be happy. Eric said he'll be happy to sit down. You guys have hired a new attorney out of Ames. I think we all should sit down and try to resolve this.
Resolve what?
Dale?
Yes, when you talk about eminent domain and that, I think they're talking about taking a new right-of-way. The right-of-way was given to the district back in 1911, and it was never distinguished exactly where it was. It's never been recorded. And the state says that we have the right to record that district right away. And that's what we're doing. So we're not taking any new right of way. We're just distinguishing the right of way that was given to the drainage district back in 1911, 103 years ago. So that we can't really see where the problem is of having the right of way. That's what I got to say, I guess.
Well, I guess I didn't get much of an answer, Mark, out of your attorney, so, I mean, we gave you our answer.
Right.
It's
And we filed our response to the interlocutory.
It's the Iowa law, so,
So can we all sit down and talk about it?
I don't see why not.
I've been trying to do that for a long time.
I mean, I don't know why we don't.
Let's try to get a meeting set up, Eric, you together, and see what's going on.
So the lawyers need to be there?
Well, absolutely. Yeah, but,
We're just gonna bring the Iowa law with us.
but you had your attorney do this. You didn't make this up, your attorney did it.
No, that's out of the Iowa law book.
Yeah, that's right.
He showed us what the law is,
Yeah.
and Eric hasn't showed anything, so.
Well, then we'll have to have him show us.
I mean, that's the problem there.
Yeah.
But if this can be settled without we've got a trial date for April 21st, I think.
I think we can meet before that.
I don't see why we can't meet next week.
Yeah.
As long as it's not in your, I mean, obviously, you guys are in the middle of harvest, so we don't want to.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have anyone else that cares to address the board today? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. Board of Supervisors committee reports.
I'd say a little bit about our city county meeting with Growth Alliance last week. Kelly, don't want to put you on the spot, is there just, can you give us a Growth Alliance update or anything?
Yeah.
There's a couple things, you got the
We went to,
cost thing.
yeah, we went, first thing, I went with the city to Chicago for a retail show and met with quite a few different brokers as well as retail representatives for development of new retail in the area. We also met with site selectors who we marketed both, we marketed the Irish Crossroads Global Innovation, providing them some additional information, and then met with headquarters of Potash and USG, which was nice to, thank them for their investment in our community area. Yeah, the economic impact study is completed. It's on our website. We have a short brochure that demonstrates the impacts of what Cargill's business model is on the effect of not just Webster County, but a 9-county region. And what we expect the future impacts would be if we had the same growth pattern as Cargill in Blair, Nebraska. And then also he did take out, if we were to attract a 50-person manufacturing plant, what that effect would be on the area too. But all that's on our website. You can look at the full study as well as the brochure that's short and sweet.
What were you going to talk about this?
Oh,
Okay. Very good. Yeah, we just, Kelly's working, Growth Alliance is working a lot of people, potential people out for the ag park and also we're not totally focused just on the ag park, the public needs to know that too. And that Goss study is real informative, really shows how the money spreads around the whole area. Sometimes we don't see that unless you're in a restaurant or motel business, you don't see what the benefit of having workers in town alone is. So anyway, I want to thank the Growth Alliance and Kelly for all their work.
All right. Seeing nothing else on the agenda,